Hello everyone, I am one of the speech therapists working for the Disability and Special Needs team at Community Family Services of Ontario. Welcome to our education series. Today we are going to talk about bilingualism in children, focusing on language development and code switching. Bilingualism occurs in many different situations. Sometimes children are born into multiracial families or multi-generational families where multiple languages exist in the household. Sometimes people also live in countries that speak multiple languages or have multiple official languages. In these instances, children often acquire multiple languages at the same time, which we call simultaneous acquisition. Another way children acquire language is sequential acquisition, where the second language is introduced after the first language is well established, generally after the age of 3, as they may have moved on from one country to another, or because they speak one language at home and another at school. Here at CFSO, we've heard many clients express concern over their ability to be immersed into culture and learn a new language. Learning and adjusting to a new language and culture can be challenging, especially in a multicultural country. Please refer to our video on language immersion for tips and tricks on how to excel in a new environment. Learning a new language can feel overwhelming. There are many thoughts out there about bilingualism, and we are here to address all the truth and the myth. Many parents worry that bilingualism might cause language delay. This is false. While a child may seem like they have a smaller vocabulary repertoire in each language, one must remember to account for the total vocabulary their child uses across all languages. For example, they may have 50 words in their native language and 30 words in another language, but it comes to a total of 80 words. Parents may observe their children mixing words from different languages in the same sentence and fear that it shows language confusion. It is important to note that this is a natural part of bilingual language acquisition. Similar to how we code switch in our natural speech, this does not indicate confusion about the language being spoken. According to the National Library of Medicine, young bilinguals, like young monolinguals, are sometimes limited in their vocabulary repertoire. If a bilingual child cannot quickly retrieve the appropriate word in one language, they may borrow the word from another language, which is a sign of their efforts to communicate effectively and problem solve, rather than an indication of language confusion. Children will continue to explore the appropriate boundaries surrounding when to use a certain language as their language ability matures. In fact, bilingualism promotes improved focus, better problem-solving abilities, and a stronger connection to their environment. Bilingualism contributes to cultural enrichment, strengthens family bonds, and fosters a sense of community. It promotes more effective communication to express themselves in more than one language. To support your child's bilingual language acquisition, you can direct their attention to both languages when the opportunity arises, such as looking at menus with photos labeled in multiple languages. Or you can watch TV shows with different languages or put subtitles on. You can encourage them to play with children who speak the same language as you're trying to acquire. And lastly, engage in family activities that fosters their interest in using the language functionally. If you notice a delay in acquiring language in both your native and foreign language for your young children, consider seeking professional medical advice. Reach out for help when needed, as early intervention is best practice to support your child throughout their development and growth. Here at CFSO, we have a few courses that might be suited for your child's needs. First of all, we have an early intervention parent-child coaching class. This is a structured coaching class aimed at supporting and enhancing language development in toddlers. It includes real-time parent education on age-appropriate milestones, coaching on play skills that equip parents with techniques for language development, and strategies to use at home. The second course that we have is Early Language Development Group. It supports literacy, enhances expressive and receptive language development, which is speaking and understanding each other, and grammatical structures. It is targeted towards children who need more support to increase their vocabulary or functional words that they use to express themselves. It also fosters the habit of reading books. Last, we have the Social Buddies Club. It supports social awareness, play skills, and social skills, such as sharing, turn-taking, reading facial expressions, and nonverbal body language. It targets children who may need a little bit more support in making friends or building friendships. It is to note that we do not need a diagnosis to enroll. Anybody who is interested in the course are welcome to enroll. There is no requirement for residency status. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to seeing you in the next educational series.